Hey there, it is Heather Dunlop with Thriving Woman. Hope you're having an absolutely fabulous day. And today, what I'm going to share with you are 3 tips on how to train your brain to actually hit your goals, to get what you want out of life. Because I know there's things you want, and you're having some challenges and wondering if you're ever going to be able to get there, and you can. And the way to get there is to train your brain. Um, Before I get into that, I just wanted to share a little bit about what I do because I'm not sure that I've mentioned it recently. So, I am a coach, and what I do is I help women who have experienced sexual assault or domestic violence to transform from being a survivor into living their thriving life, to living the life that you desire, to live a life by design, a life that you create for yourself. Because if you're anything like me, that label of survivor, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't. There's so much that goes into that that keeps you stuck. For me, I felt very stuck and it wasn't what I wanted. I was not willing to accept that label. So I sought out how to move and keep going forward with my life to get the things that I want, to be free from shame, to no longer have that secret to worry about. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't carry it. It's not my secret and it's not my shame. And today, I get to live the life that I choose and design my life the way I want to live it. So if that's anything that, you're looking for, I'd love to connect with you. So make sure you keep listening to the lives. Go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right around 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm not like on the dot. It's just right around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So catch the replay if you don't catch me live. So let's talk about today. Today we're going to talk about training your brain, right? Because there's so many things that we hear out there in the world, all the affirmations, the secret, that other big secret, like how to get the law of attraction to work for you. And the secret is there's really no secret. It comes down to taking the steps to train your brain. And here's the amazing thing. Here's the beauty of all this. You actually get to train your brain. You see, everything that's been automated up until we're about, as women, up until we're about 24 years old, 24 is coming from the outside world. It's things that we hear on repeat over and over and over, things that we're told. We're told how to behave, how to act, keep a secret, right? That's a big one out there. Keep that secret. Don't let other people know. Well, what if you get to train your brain and you get to decide what your beliefs are and how to live the life that you choose, live your life by design? So let's talk about 3 steps on how to train your brain. So the one thing you need to make sure of is that you're giving your brain specific details about what you want. Be very specific. Include all of the senses, the sights, the smells, the taste, the texture, what you feel, what you see, what you hear. Include everything. Make it come alive in Technicolor. Make it so that when you see it or when you share it with someone else, they can see it like a movie playing on the screen and they see all the details and what's going on and they know exactly where you're going. So get very specific. All right. One of the things that we talk about a lot, or what we hear in general, or what we hear from a lot of other coaches, is you want financial freedom. Well, you may have been saying that you want financial freedom and you're doing all kinds of affirmations saying, I want financial freedom or I want to be a millionaire, but you haven't given your brain the specifics, so it doesn't get there. So, yes, your brain says, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. And your brain says, okay, not specific. Shoot, next. What's next? When you turn around and you say to your brain, I want my mortgage business to produce $125 million in funded loans in the next 12 months. That's very specific. And your brain says, okay, we're going for $125 million in funded loans. Let's get out there and let's do it. Right? Because your brain knows exactly where you're going now. So be specific about what it is that you want. If you want that dream house on the ocean, which ocean? Do you want to be on the Atlantic or the Pacific? Two very different things, two very different lifestyles. Which ocean? What does your house look like? What do you see when you look out the windows? What do you smell in the air? Do you smell that sea salt air, right? Do you feel the warm breezes? Do you hear the waves crashing on the beach? Who's out there? Who's with you? Get very specific. Give your brain the details so it knows where it's going. And then it will be able to hit it. Okay, second thing, tell your brain exactly what you want over and over. Just keep telling it, get more and more specific. So you've got that goal, $125 million in funded loans. Get even more specific. Okay, I'm going to spend 30 hours a week in front of clients who are looking to either purchase a home or refinance their home. And I'm going to do that in the region you're working. So what 3 states? New York, New Jersey, Connecticut? Boom, there you go. You've got it. You only focus on those 3 states. You don't go outside it. Because if you go outside it, your brain's going to say, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on here. You're giving me different directions now. Okay, so we'll go try and do this other thing. So then you never hit your goal of $125 million in funded loans in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, because you went somewhere else. So stay in that mindset, right? And tell it exactly what you're looking to do. Because the brain works in specifics, not generalities. The other thing you want to do, the third thing, is you want to make sure that you automate it. Automate it. So here's what happens. When we wake up in the morning, our brain isn't quite fully awake. You know, the subconscious is still kind of in control, and we're a little foggy in our conscious mind. That is actually one of the best times to feed yourself those automated messages, to give yourself the details in your voice and your words, the information about what you want, where you're going, and what you're capable of doing. And then it's the same thing in the evening, right before you fall asleep, as you're kind of laying in bed and you're relaxing and you're starting to, get into that drifty state. That's a perfect time for you to listen to your evening recording and make sure it's in your voice, your words, because your brain is then saying, okay, this is me, this is my voice telling me what I want, and it absorbs it quickly and easily. Because one of the most powerful things you can do is use the words I am. Whenever you say I am, that's your identity. You're revealing who you are, what you want, and how you identify yourself. So when you say, I am a fabulous loan officer that closes $125 million in the next 12 months. To make it even more powerful, put it in the past tense, because your brain says, well, it's done already. And when it's done, your brain goes there. It doesn't understand I want. It doesn't understand generalities. It wants specifics, and it wants what's done. So when you say to yourself, I am the absolute best loan officer for the state of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut for first-time home buyers, and I closed $125 million in the past 12 months in funded loans. Your brain says, oh, it's done. We can do that. We can do it again. We'll do it again and again and again because we've already done it. So your mind starts to get that picture that it's already done. And this is how you're going to automate it. And the more you tell yourself, the more those pathways get created in your brain, and those connections fire in your brain and say, this is where we want to go. We're not going over there anymore. We're not going down that path of, doing $30 million, because we've done that. We're doing this. We are now a $125 million loan officer because we funded that in the last 12 months. That's what your brain is saying to you. We've done it, so we can easily do it again. And then it says, okay, this is how we're going to get there, because you gave it specifics. It then will lay out the plan for you to get there, and you're going to get there easily. All right, so make sure you give your brain specifics, tell it exactly what you want, and automate it in your own voice, in your own words. See, that's one of the reasons why affirmations that you get from other people don't work, because they're not your words, they're not your specifics, and it's not designed by you. Together, we can create your life by design to get you what you want. Not what I want, not what I want for you, what you want. We'll get really specific about your desires, what you want your life to be like. How many hours do you want to work each week? How many hours do you want to spend with your family and friends? We'll get really specific about that. So if this is resonating with you and you'd like to go a level deeper with me on a quick 15-minute call, book a time on my calendar. The link is going to be in the first comment below. And let's chat, let's talk, and let's go a level deeper and get you on that path to living your desired life, to living your life by design. This is Heather Dunlop, Thriving Woman, and always, always remember, you have power within you.